Oh, hi there, everybody.
Hey, no one else got hyped?
I was about to do it,
chewing.
but
I thought we were all going to get hyped when it came on, and we were hyped. Yay!
I mean, we didn't plan anything.
Normally, everyone gets excited when we go.
I mean, you get excited.
Okay.
Black Panther. Yay, yay!
We're not talking about that tonight.
Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah, we're talking about that tonight. Hi guys, I am Matt, aka Quad C, aka Move the Joystick, and welcome to a brand new episode of Super Cool Nerd Show, and we are live here in the X Cave, as we always are. And look at it. You see how it kind of forms an X. Over here, right, this guy.
Oh my god, it kind of forms an X!
This guy right here is...
kind of.
the Jersey Jackass. The ETCW Heavyweight Champion. And this guy right here, the GWF Tag Team Champion. I wanted to say GFW, but that's a totally different brand.
I'll be the Global Force Wrestling Champion, because I don't think that's still a
It's not a thing. It's not a thing anymore. BC!
Hey, how you doing? What's going on? What's poppin'? Hit me up at Real Jackass BC, RealJackAssBC. I don't know where to look because I'm on a different side of the table. I don't know what's going on.
Look, when all this fills, look there, and then it looks like you're looking at a reporter if he puts it over here. It doesn't. Anyway, so then, over here, the guy, and, man, that is just a bright-ass shirt. Just...
T-Mobile, baby.
I mean, it is, honestly, I'm pretty sure I'm, staring at it too, hard, and then I'm going to look away, and I'm just going to see an imprint. That is Robin Tropey.
Hi, how you doing? What's up going on?
All right,
yeah, that works out. And then our special...
That's all I got.
Our special guest tonight, / Dragon Ball aficionado, / the Cinelinx UGF champion, the Kingsman, Michael Anthony Schaefer II.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're very welcome for me to be here tonight to talk about Dragon Ball, talk about UGF.
How's your
talk
eye?
about it's okay? But we're here to talk about these main objects today.
Why do you have glasses on inside? Who does that?
I believe Corey Feldman does. Is it Corey Feldman?
No.
Sunglasses at night? What is that?
Corey
Hart.
Corey Hart. There's a lot of Corys. And then...
Wolf Hart.
I did. I couldn't remember. Okay, and then behind the boards today is our very special producer / host. You know him. You love him. It's Jedediah the X. Jedediah, how you doing, buddy?
We got new lights.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I like the lights.
You should have gone old school with this one tonight, and should have gone Jedediah the XFL.
I should have. You're right. But the X changing is over. You're Jedediah the X tonight.
Or I could be the extreme.
No, we don't change the X's anymore. You're Jedediah.
But he's got
Deal with it, Jedediah.
Get it? Because the X in XFL is for extreme.
I thought it was for extra, because Extra Fun League.
It's for extreme.
He said it was extra
it's
fun.
not.
And it extremely bombed the first time. So
more like ex-football players that they'll be using to pad out their team.
Hey, as long as I get he hate me, I'm fine. I don't care.
T.O. might get a job
broken.
again. T.O. somewhere waiting on a phone call.
Tim Tebow.
Y'all are totally killing my news, guys.
We are going to get into the XFL here in a second because that is huge news that we got to get into later on today. But anyway, so let's go ahead and let's get this whole thing started with some super cool nerd news.
You see, that's why you should have just sat there, but no, you had to move. And Black Panther... What?
I leave.
Yeah, but it's different this time, so you should have just sat there.
But no one told me.
That's okay. It's not the new hotness. The new hotness is still good.
Okay, good. New hotness is still good. Super Cool Nerd News is powered by Cinelinx.com. Movies, games, geek culture. Yeah, that's us. In our first story, we have ratings galore. Ready Player One, New Mutants, and Black Panther get their official PG-13 rating. Speaking of Ready Player One, it'll be rated PG-13 for sequences of sci-fi violence, bloody images, some suggestive material, nudity, and language. Black Panther is getting the PG-13 rating for prolonged sequences of action violence and a brief rude gesture.
Yes.
I don't know what that means. Possibly that. And the New Mutants director Josh Boone said that the film will also be rated PG-13 when it comes out next year. Speaking of the movie, he said this movie will probably be the hardest PG-13 ever made. I mean, we've pushed it. The horror is pretty dark, but there's also an emotional core too. If I can scare you and make you cry, that's the goal. There are no costumes. That alone makes it different. They can't be with the other kids at the X Mansion. They're too effed up. They've all killed people, whether intentionally or unintentionally.
Wait, what?
Yeah, New Mutants murdered some folks.
Okay.
Let him get to it.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible 6 gets its title and new image, along with this image of 55-year-old Tom Cruise hanging off a damn helicopter. We now know that the sixth installment of the long-running, critically acclaimed Mission Impossible series will be titled Fallout. Director Christopher McQuarrie spoke about what the title actually means, and it looks like nuclear war is pending. McQuarrie said, "The title has multiple meanings in the film, from the literal to the figurative. There is a threat of nuclear, I can say words, terrorism hanging over the movie, which is the literal threat. There's a notion that what's happened in the movie is the end result of the choices of Ethan Hunt has made in his life. If Ethan's past comes back to haunt him, it's the fallout of all his good intentions."
So I'm going to go ahead and guess that the tagline is War. War never changes. It's a Fallout joke. Bethesda. Video game. Spy.
Thanks, Matt. In the biggest news of the week, in an announcement made earlier today, Vinnie Mac is bringing back the XFL. That's right, the XFL is returning in 2020, gimmick-free apparently, and completely separate from the WWE. There will be 8 teams to start, a 40-man roster for each team, 10-game season beginning in January, 2-hour game time goal, and any player with a criminal record is precluded from playing. So, Johnny Football, I'm sorry, bro. You're not going to be able to play.
Aww.
Players won't receive a forum to take personal stance on social issues on the playing field. The national anthem of Real American Hero from Hulk Hogan's theme will be played before every single game. And finally, the Oscar nominations dropped earlier this week, and as always, had people torn between snubs and excited about what made it in. At the top picks are Best Director, Dunkirk, Christopher Nolan; Get Out, Jordan Peele; Lady Bird, Greta Gerwig; Phantom Thread, really? Paul Thomas Anderson; The Shape of Water, Guillermo del Toro. That's a name I can't say. Best Actor, Timothy Chalamet for Call Me By Your Name; Daniel Day-Lewis for Phantom Thread; Daniel Kaluuya for Get Out; Gary Oldman for Darkest Hour; and Denzel Washington for Roman J. Israel Esquire. Best Actress had Sally Hawkins for The Shape of Water, Frances McDormand for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, Margot Robbie for I, Tonya, Saoirse Ronan for Lady Bird, and Meryl Streep for The Post, because she's the Streep. Best Film, Call Me By Your Name, The Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Get Out, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, The Post, The Shape of Water, and 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. For all these stories, plus the latest in news, reviews, editorials, and more, keep it on Cinelinks.com. So,
What's up?
the XFL is back, guys.
Yeah! I mean, we kind of knew it was going to happen, though, right? Like, whenever
Yeah,
we
we already
heard
talked
that,
about
like, Vince McMahon, like, sold $100 million worth of WWE shares, or, I mean, you kind of saw it coming, right?
Well, actually, I honestly thought, because it was at the same time, I thought he was going to buy the Carolina Panthers, or at least
That would have been cool if he had done that.
Because he has a lot of like stay in North Carolina, so it kind of had a good fit to it.
I mean, that's his hometown team, though. If I'm not mistaken.
I wouldn't know that.
Anyway, like that would have been awesome. But I love that he's doing his own thing, though. And what I love the most is that he's being very hands off about it. Because that was one of the big things he talked about whenever he was talking in the press conference, was that people kept calling and was like, so are you going to give up any of your power as the talent or whatever he does for WWE? And he was like, no, I'm going to stay on the same thing. I'm just literally just creating it and then hiring people to run it.
Yeah.
Which is very smart. He learned from his first mistake.
Yes, because when he did it the first time, he tried to do it himself, and he did
him
not.
Him and Lauren Roberts, right?
Was it Lauren Roberts? No, it was.
No, it wasn't. It was the other dude from
NBC.
NBC, yeah.
Yeah, it was NBC. I can't remember his name.
Oh God, that's
Dick Eben, something like that. Anyway, that guy is still the head of NBC Sports too, so he could essentially just. This could end up being on NBC. I hope it's not, though. I hope it's just all online. Because he did talk about how you're going to see it on your phone, you're going to see it on the big screen, you're going to see it wherever. And, like, I'm hoping it's because he's creating, like, something else.
See, I didn't realize that. I must have missed that part.
He said it in the beginning.
Really?
Yeah.
Cost $9.99.
He didn't say anything about that.
He did say it is not going to be connected to the WWE at all.
At
it will
all.
not be
like,
on the network.
nothing is, nothing
Not even
WWE
the same
will
price.
be.
It'll be $9.98 or something.
Yeah. $10.
I'll give you a deal.
I figured it would be on the network because that would be really a good buy rates for the WWE network. You'd want to get that to watch the XFL if the XFL takes off again.
Sure.
And one of my problems with football is I don't have cable.
Right.
And I can't really watch most NFL games unless I go to a bar or see them somewhere else.
Right, and they want to be different, and that's been the whole big thing is that they're like trying to be bring change and be different, and that's what they've always tried to do. So, what better way to be different than to not just be solely on one channel, but to be able to be on your own network, online doing whatever.
Yeah, but I think he's just trying to push so far of it not being connected to WWE right now. So it's just going to let it breathe its own, fresh air. And if it becomes a big deal, then he'll probably put it on the network. But as of right now, he's probably just kind of, keeping it low off of WWE for a while.
And that's what I love, though, about this is that he's going to take 2 years to, let it breathe. He announces it now, but he's like, guys, you're not going to see this until, 2020. And that way, he's not doing what he did the last time, where he made it. He had the press conference. He was like, we're going to be starting this spring.
One
really
of his quotes is extremely important that we have time to get together and get them practicing so we can have a quality product.
They threw teams together and then they're like, hey, here's a football. Go have some fun. Hey, by the way, your game's this Sunday.
Yeah. Wasn't it? I don't remember, but wasn't it it was 6 days after they got drafted or something? Like they had to go?
They did not have coaches or teams within 30 days before kickoff.
Yeah.
It's horrible. How do you do that? I'm so excited for it.
I am too. I'm really hyped for it.
Did they say where they're going to find the players at? They're not going to do it the way they did the last time, where they just, hey, you want to play football?
No, they didn't say anything.
What's interesting is the thing where he's like, with no criminal records, you're going to be able to play. I'm like, well, does that mean Johnny Manziel and his DWI he can't play?
No, he said if you have a DUI, I will not allow you to play. Because they are hardcore about the standards of participation. Because a legit question was, are you going to bring in Johnny Manziel, Colin Kaepernick, Tim Tebow to play? And he was like, I will tell you right now that if you have a criminal record or a DUI, you are not going to play in the XFL. But if Tim Tebow wants to come out and play, come on, Tim. And I'm like, oh, so Johnny's out.
which is bad because Johnny immediately tweeted out about
yes, I retweeted it. It was so great.
So curious, and this is from the chat also. I'm seeing some things. What do they keep from the original XFL and what do they drop?
I
don't know.
Drop the cheerleaders.
No. That they've eliminated the human coin toss.
Cheerleaders.
They're gonna go back to kickoffs, I think.
As much as I love the cheerleaders, you
go back to that replacement fronted cheerleaders.
You get real cheerleaders, not strippers.
I read that they're eliminating cheerleaders.
All together?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I read that.
If this is just going to be regular football, where's the payoff to watch?
I think it'll be over dramatic in the press conferences.
It'll be different.
Because if anything, I actually watched the video. XFL is the reason why we have post-game interviews on the field and stuff like that.
Well, and also that like cable cam, that's XFL too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so like they've done things, and then they'll do different things, and it'll incline and bring
There's one
views.
person in the chat that really, really hates the XFL.
Who is it? Is
LA.
it you? LA? LA!
Extreme effing losers.
I don't know. Like,
Stop hating, bro.
See,
look, here's my problem. Here's what I always got so mad about. Was the football good? No.
It was bad. It was really bad.
Was it?
It was intentionally bad.
Was it technologically bad?
Will Vince define what a catch is?
They
He did actually.
up.
He said he was like, "We're
That's
gonna
funny.
know what a catch is."
That's funny. But here's the thing. It was football when I didn't have any other football to watch.
Right.
All right. When football ends, I mean, I don't like that it's going to happen in January. I think, and it'd be real too hot, it should kick off in June. Because that month between June and September, or that time between June, is the worst time on earth. There is no football.
Oh, yeah. There's not
There's
even the
no
draft.
basketball.
There's nothing.
There is no sports except baseball. And
Yeah.
I'm
What's
sorry.
wrong with
I
baseball?
don't.
I love baseball,
It's
but
baseball.
I just don't care.
Look, I love baseball, but I'm not gonna watch 162 games straight.
I don't watch 162 games straight. I watch Ranger games.
Does anybody remember?
That's 162 games. Oh, just at
Does
home.
anybody
So-
remember when baseball, they were on strike and they were over for a year, and Vince just like used that, just milked that every moment he could? Like with Randy Savage going to some sad kid on a ball field. And it's like, hey, do you guys ever not play? Only never. And like Kevin Nash going and signing autographs, and they're like, our players never not show up for work. Seriously, Kevin Nash.
Wow.
Oh, and
Of
he's
all
signing.
people.
Hold up, he's signing autographs for free.
Kevin Nash didn't even show up to the Raw 25. Well, okay, so I'm curious though. Two things. I'm curious about how are they going to make it family friendly? Because they were like, this is going to be a family friendly affair, which already is very different than what the XFL was.
Well, the WWE is different now than what
is.
it was. It is now very family
But
friendly.
how are you going to make football family friendly? How are you going to avoid certain collisions? How are you going to avoid concussions?
Fights on the field.
You just get rid of the concussions.
Concussions,
Get rid of the
according,
Creative
Wow,
WWE
now he's
humor.
really sounding more like the NFL.
according
Yeah.
to at WWE Creative, concussions will not be allowed.
Oh, good. But the other thing, and this is more of a worry, is that, like, is this going to go the way of arena football?
And you can't
where
do the curb
it's still
stomp.
around, but yet you don't really know about it.
No, this will die. This will die another death. I am guaranteeing it. This will die yet again.
If
You can kill what has already died again.
if all this does is lead to another great 30 for 30, this was the XFL again.
Part two.
I think that it was well worth it. But let's switch gears a little bit here.
Okay.
Talk about the Oscars.
Yes. One last point. I just love the fact that Vince McMahon the entire time looked like he was just wanted to be anywhere else than answering other people's questions.
Yeah.
He was just like, all right, let's go ahead and answer your questions. And then he's just like,
My only input for that is I want to play a call. He still hate me. Let's move along.
That was actually called for in the
you
chat.
still hate me.
People,
It's like his son.
He still
It's his son.
he gets 2 lines this time.
But Oscars, lot of stuff to talk about for Oscars. Let's be honest. We had we already had an award ceremony today that is so much better than the Oscars. So I don't really know.
The nominations for the Jeebus Awards.
Yeah, I don't know why we're even talking or spending that much time talking about the Oscars whenever we could be talking about the Jeebus
really.
Awards. But regardless,
Well,
we can talk,
because everyone needs to go listen to It Is What It Is on Cinelinks.com so you can hear the Jeebus Award nominations.
I have the full list if y'all want.
Absolutely incredible, by the way. Just yeah. Anyway, so Leonardo DiCaprio was actually tweeting about some of your stuff.
I know.
I know. Anyway, so let's talk about some of the bigger surprises, and this is one that I actually brought up on It Is What It Is, and I want you to be able to really celebrate this. How the hell did Ferdinand get nominated for an Oscar?
Because
John Cena.
It was
I guess
there.
I guess you could say no one seen it coming. Right?
All right, what he's talking about here is we have the animated feature, and we have the breadwinner, Coco, Ferdinand, Loving Vincent, and the Boss Baby. And you think it's weird that Ferdinand got nominated?
How's the Boss Baby?
I don't know how the Boss Baby got.
it's
That
terrible.
was the
Because
worst.
it's animated and it was there.
And
That's the only
and Alec Baldwin. It was
and
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin.
No, okay, so you're telling me because it's animated
He's the
and
baby.
it's there,
They-
so the Boss
they-
Baby
they
gets
need
nominated,
to- they
but
need to fill out the roster.
Lego Batman does not? You're out of your flipping
Yeah.
mind.
Oh yeah,
Lego Batman
you
should have
are
made
right.
this list.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Lego
a fair
Batman should
point.
be.
I look
yeah.
at this list.
I was about to fight for Boss Baby until that's a good point.
Yeah.
Boss
I
Baby
look at this
should be
list,
taken off.
and I see 4 things that are going to lose to Coco.
Oh, it's fine. It's Coco.
Yeah,
don't.
Coco's
yeah.
winning that.
It's Coco and
Guys,
Friends.
let's not mince words. Coco's winning, but
let's
you
go
know,
make
so-
some people cry and play Coco.
But then again, they have that 20-minute penalty of the Olaf Frozen. That's probably getting
that's
some
it.
votes right now.
Yeah,
That's what's gonna make Ferdinand
I
win.
hated that thing so much.
It's going to be exactly like what happened a couple of years ago, or I think it was last year when Moana lost to Zootopia.
Which was, well...
Zootopia was great.
No, it was not.
I like
Zootopia was awesome, man.
Yeah, it was.
I
Are
did
you
not like
kidding me?
Zootopia.
Well, that's you.
Well,
have no
Zootopia
taste.
did not have the rock, so that's kind of what had going against it.
Oh, yeah, because Moana did have
It
the
did.
rock. You're right. Moana should have won. It had the rock.
From the chat, Cass had to say, because Ferdinand got nominated because people who nominate don't watch the movies.
Oh,
That
yeah,
could be
that's
possible.
actually pretty accurate. You're right.
But again, you saw the backlash you got when the Lego movie did not get nominated.
Yeah.
And so now Lego Batman, you skip over it?
Man, I would have laughed though if Lego Ninjago got nominated and not Lego
I would've
Batman.
been so mad.
But it had, didn't that one have Jackie Chan?
Yes.
It wasn't bad.
But
Yeah, it was bad.
But,
Did he do
it was
something
very
But
good.
if I had a choice between Boss Baby and that movie, I'm going to watch The Ninjas.
There's not many, when I think of snubs, I think of something that should win was not nominated.
Yeah.
That's the only time I'm like, yes, it's an obvious snub. James McAvoy could arguably win.
I am
lead
so
actor.
mad that James McAvoy is not on that damn list for lead
Look,
actor.
And I have not seen Phantom Thread. Okay, I'm sorry. I just don't care about the Close movie.
Has anyone seen Roman J. Israel?
No, but I want to.
Okay.
But-
I haven't either. I'm just looking for somebody that's seen
I
this movie.
think Daniel Day-Lewis is here in name alone.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's Daniel Day-Lewis, put him in the Oscars. And I love Meryl Streep. And I saw the post. And I loved her in the post. She was not as good as Jessica Chastain is in Molly's Game.
Yeah, I think Molly's Game got snubbed a lot more than it should have.
And again, I have not seen 6 of the best pictures.
I have no idea what Call Me By Your Name is.
It's
There's
I
no
knew it was
Army
gonna be
Hammer.
nominated. Yeah.
And
It-
I don't remember what the
I can't see.
I'll one up you. I don't know who Timothée Chalamet
3
is.
Billboards, that seems like Oscar bait.
3 Billboards is really
Shape
good.
of Water,
Three
too.
Billboards is like picking up a bunch of freaking awards.
Yeah.
right
It
now.
is. It is.
But I think Dunkirk is there because they're like, well, we haven't given anything to Christopher Nolan. Let's give him a lot of stuff this year.
I think as far as the cinematography is
Best
concerned, it's
Picture?
incredible. But
I
don't
think
know.
either Molly's Game, Logan, or and
They weren't going to put Logan in
Yeah,
there.
I know they
It
weren't.
was never going to happen.
director.
I'm glad they put Jordan Peele in there.
I am. Glad
I'm very happy they
Jordan
did
Peele
that.
deserves to be in there. So does what's her Patty Jenkins.
Patty Jenkins, but...
What Patty
but-
Jenkins did with Wonder Woman, what Wonder Woman set out to do, and
Yeah.
what it was able to do, was so much more of a feat
Look,
than Dunkirk.
And I don't disrespect.
Okay.
I
All right. I'll
love
give you
Patty
that.
Jenkins. I want Patty Jenkins to win everything. But the problem is that this is the Oscars. And the Oscars, they don't take superhero movies seriously.
No.
The last
Suicide
superhero...
Squad win one of these
Yeah, but it was makeup.
The Academy
But, like-
Award-winning Suicide Squad
I'm not
did win an award.
But, like,
I'm not good with award shows.
Yeah.
Like that's.
but, like, the
Wonder
last...
Woman put eyes for this movie. Wonder Woman put eyes on this movie.
It's true. But also consider this. The last time that a comic book movie actually, or a superhero movie actually got the recognition it deserved
10 years
was
ago.
The Dark Knight. And that was after Heath Ledger died.
Mm-hmm.
And he won the Oscar post-mortem. So, like, they don't really put that much stock in what superhero movies are doing.
Well, Logan did get nominated for adapted screenplay.
Hold up. No. It is absolutely different from the screenplay. It was it's adaptation. It is nothing like what it is taken from. That is a bullshit nomination by somebody who does not know the adapted material.
Well, okay,
Go to
hold
hell.
on. Would you rather they put it in original screenplay?
Yes.
They can't, because these are already, like, established characters. So it's an adaptation of everything else in Marvel Comics.
Nah.
Wow.
It's
That's too
an
general.
adapted screenplay.
That's too general. That's
Okay.
ooh, I took-
Wonder Woman did not get a single nomination.
For real?
Nothing.
Not even for, like, costumes?
Not for costume.
I'm snubbing you, Oscars.
That's
pathetic.
not for
about-
visual effects.
It wasn't that good for visual effects.
Could Circus not get something this time around again?
War for the Planet of the Apes is up.
Probably not.
Huh?
What is up?
War for the Planet of the Apes is up for visual effects.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's not Andy Serkis.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's not Andy
No.
Serkis.
I mean, unless, because Andy
I
Serkis
mean,
was the ape.
I'll take
So,
it. I'll take it.
He didn't
but
have to get into a motion capture suit.
This Is Me is up for original song as well as Remember Me, which are both getting Jeebus nominations as well.
Oh, good.
Logan is an adaptation of Last of Us.
And the
you.
other one I want to talk about before we move on to our main topics tonight is where is it here? Animated short.
Oh, please tell me that horrible Frozen short's on there.
No, it is not.
Okay.
But Dear Basketball is.
Oh my God! I see
So
it.
Kobe Bryant is now an Oscar-nominated director.
Why do I feel like nobody wants this to
I
happen?
gotta tell you, like, that's actually not that surprising though, because like Kobe, when he retired, like that's what he wanted to go do after he retired, was to go make movies. So like that makes
And
sense.
like legitimately make it.
Yeah.
Not like, hey, I'm going to act in Space Jam 2.
no,
I directed an animated
I made
short
a movie.
that
Okay.
is Oscar
I
nominated.
don't know
And
if
you
that
know
was
what?
a Michael.
I think he's gonna hit a Kobe on this one. I'm just saying.
I don't know if that was like a shot at Michael Jordan or LeBron James for that Space Jam.
LeBron James is a punk.
Okay.
Hey, but LeBron James is pretty good in Trainwreck.
He was.
He
good
was.
in
He
training.
was.
I will
Pretty
give you that one.
good.
He was also good whenever he, acknowledged and thanked himself for, getting to 30,000
And,
points.
and you
the
know what?
quickest.
That is such a Schaefer move. So LeBron James, I tip my hat to you. That was brilliant. Like before he even got his 30K.
Yeah, he went on Instagram and he wrote like a big letter to himself.
Dear LeBron James.
Another
So stupid.
another big snub. Now that I think about it, Patrick Stewart for Logan.
Oh yeah, you said
Supporting
that, yeah.
Christopher Plummer for all the money in the world. I look, I get it. I haven't seen the movie. He may be incredible in it, but I guarantee he's in this because of what they did
Yeah.
to take out Kevin Spacey.
It does but you have to commend what Christopher Plummer did.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
he had
good
like
job.
less than a month to do that entire thing.
Yeah, and they filmed it within 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Within two. Can you really give an Academy Award-winning performance within 2 weeks? Because the movie came out, no one really talked about it afterwards.
They talked about how amazing Christopher Plummer was.
I haven't heard a single thing about
I
it.
heard
haven't heard
but like
anything
the
about
main thing I heard was that Christopher Plummer was amazing.
Except
in
it's
that
that movie that they took. Friggin' what's his name?
Kevin Spacey out, yeah.
That was what I mean. That's the one takeaway I took from the whole thing.
So that's the only thing that those little things there kind of bother me.
Hey, but you know what? Margot Robbie. Congratulations to
Yeah.
her for I, Tonya.
And because she has been behind this since the start.
Yeah. I thought that was really cool when I saw that they acknowledged her. And then I also love that I know Daniel Kaluuya is not going to win for Get Out, but like I'm happy that he is. Also
nominated, yeah.
It is a little surprising. It's not surprising, I should say, that Denzel Washington's nominated. That dude's nominated every single year.
I'm not even expecting Get Out to win anything.
I don't.
No,
I don't
it's
expect
not.
it to either. I think it's just recognition.
It's going to be either Phantom Thread or Three Billboards for Best Picture, and it's going to be Daniel Day-Lewis for.
You don't think Gary Oldman?
Never mind, Gary. You're right.
Yeah,
Gary
I'm
Oldman
it's
could
Gary
could take that, and I think they could give it to him because they could be Gary. We've never given you an Oscar. This is the one.
He's the new Leo.
Yeah, because that's what
Yeah.
Leo didn't even know he was getting it. That's why he talked about the ecosystem for his.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have won for that because he wasn't that good in it.
He should have won a couple of years ago.
Oh,
for,
yeah.
like Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall
sure.
Street. Yeah, he should have won for Wolf of Wall Street.
What other roles has Gary Oldman been nominated for? Like, that's something I'd be curious to find out.
I don't know, but he should have been nominated a lot.
Yeah,
because he's so good.
He's incredible.
So.
He's absolutely incredible. One of my all-time favorite actors. Okay, so let's get back to the list. Or you shutting down now? Okay.
I figured we were done.
No, it's cool. We're done with super cool nerd news. That's it. So you can leave. You can get out. So for the rest of this show, we are going to be discussing Dragon Ball. And not just Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball GC. Dragon Ball the movie. Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yes. You finally have me on this show that I can talk
I
about.
don't even know why I'm here. I hate Dragon Ball Z.
Why is it Vegeta?
Dragon Ball Z is the shittiest
Vegeta
fucking cartoon on
That
TV.
is like not even true.
Yes,
No,
it is.
absolutely
I hate
not true.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball is incredible. I grew up. Gohan was my favorite.
What's your favorite anime, Rob? What's your favorite anime?
Anime?
Yeah, what's your favorite anime? Like anime series.
Series? I
sure.
don't have any series.
I
Just
just
name one.
really
Go
want
ahead,
you.
please.
I really want you to be like.
Go ahead, name one.
I like Wicked City.
Wicked City. Ooh, you like how long was that developed?
look.
How long has that been around?
Look.
Oh, let me tell you, because Dragon Ball's been around since 1985 in manga form, and has survived 5 different anime series. GT, well, you named them all. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. A long-running manga series. Successful animated movies. I don't think they've done a live action one yet.
The fact that all of them.
No, they have not. They have not done a Dragon Ball live action.
Successful toy series. Basically, Bandai has made money off of that. How much has been made off of City?
I mean,
whatever.
Look, we're not here to shame others, okay?
Yeah, I am
we're
here to
here to
shame
talk
others.
about.
That's right.
We're here to talk about Dragon
So
Ball
hostile.
and what
Son of a
Dragon
bitch.
Ball has meant to us. So, like, I already said Gohan was my favorite, like, forever, except for what they did with the whole Great Saiyaman thing. I hated it so much. But, like, this Gohan absolutely was my favorite character, like, throughout the entire thing.
That was like when we thought he was about to take over the rankings
Yes,
and
and
everything.
I was so mad whenever they started up the next saga, and he's all just like, "Oh, I'm late for class. Oh my god, let me become the Great Saiyaman." And you're like, no. Why are you not the badass? Why?
Because Great Saiyaman was the best Gohan. I said it.
No, it was not the best
just
Gohan.
kidding, I'm just kidding.
It was the worst Gohan. He didn't even go Super
I'm sorry.
Saiyan.
Yeah, Kid Gohan was pretty bad.
Tiny Gohan was
Yeah.
bad. Like when he was learning with Piccolo, yeah. But like Cell Saga Gohan,
Oh yeah,
that dude was legit.
yeah. No, you're right. I will.
So who all was your favorite?
I have to say, like, seriously, getting introduced to Dragon Ball, because it was like that early morning cartoon. It was like the earliest cartoon that came on in, in the Dallas region.
Yes.
It was like 5 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. You had to be dedicated to get up to watch Dragon Ball.
it was
like after the beep, and now Dragon Ball.
Dude, for me, like when I was growing up in Houston, it was the same thing, 5 o'clock. But it would be every single morning. We got it like Monday through Friday.
It evolved.
And I remember I would wake up and I would like religiously watch it. And then they would like always like get to a certain point and then start from the beginning. And I'm like, but no! I've already seen this! What's supposed to happen next?
And I guess I'm in the next generation because I had Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. for Toonami. So I was one of the good guys.
See, I didn't have cable growing up because my dad always refused to buy to pay for TV.
Yeah.
So yeah, I never had it. But I if I could, man, I would have watched all of it.
Yeah, I watched it Saturday mornings, like when I was in the military.
Yeah.
And the reason why I hate it is because I watched the fight between, I guess it was Goku and Vegeta.
The first one?
I don't even know which
Did
one.
they have gold hair or black hair?
Black hair.
Okay.
That was the first one.
First one, okay. And the fight lasted 2 months.
Yeah.
There were episodes where they're just talking, floating in the air the entire time, powering up. And I'm like, okay, somebody gonna throw a punch at this motherfucker or what?
Yeah, bro,
Nothing.
because you have to recap what happened.
Yeah, okay. And then they have a couple fights. They destroy a mountain.
Yes.
They move to shift the planet's crust over 5 inches to the left and all that shit.
Hell
And
yeah.
I'm like, okay, all right.
Earth is screwed up.
2 months of this. Talking,
Hey,
punch, punch, punch. The episode.
you tried.
Next episode, talking, punch, punch, punch. Next one,
You tried to, like, get enough...
That's
You tried to get enough power for the spirit bomb, okay? It
That
takes
was
2
their
months.
thing, though. Okay.
It takes a long time to get a spirit bomb together.
But I'm watching it every weekend for 2 months. After
Whoa,
that,
so
after
it's
that much
every-
time, I was like, I'm fucking done.
So it's
So
every weekend
that's
for 2
8
months.
episodes.
That's 8 episodes.
Yeah, 8 episodes.
That's a saga.
For one fight? No, I'm done. I'm out. I'm finished. Fuck y'all.
Dragon Ball is a slow burn, but it's also that story development, okay? There are things happening. There's dialogue. Yes, you can get a little bit, people making jokes about them all. Well, are they getting ready to fight? Find out on the next Dragon. I love that announcer.
I love that, yeah.
Like, I
Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball
I need to find
Z.
that guy and do our intro for our shows and everything.
Right?
Next time. But I can appreciate the slow burn. And I'm the most impatient guy out there. I want instant gratification on everything. That's why I watch Netflix shows 3 at a time when they
That's
come out.
true. It's the weirdest thing.
But
Oh, this fucking thing.
But Dragon Ball, I can wait. And heaven forbid I get the actual DVD set, then I'm just going to binge it all.
Oh, yeah. I mean, why
So,
not?
Everybody, I don't like how they tell the story. Fine, then you don't have taste. Whatever.
I will say that, like, the one saga that I think lasted a little too long was the Namek saga.
Oh yeah, Frieza fight with no filler, 4 hours plus.
Oh, yeah.
And that's from like he met Frieza all
Right.
the way till.
Now,
I mean, but the whole Ginyu Force part, when
The Ginyu Force,
when
no.
they're flying over to the old Namek or Namekian to like
No, we don't
unlock
talk about-
Gohan's powers,
Oh, wait.
like
Ginyu Force
all of
was
that
all
stuff,
serious.
like
We don't
all
talk
of
about
that
old Namek.
filler didn't need anything, but it was Oh yeah,
Pose, damn it.
holding. Yeah.
Yeah, like-
Anyway, but yeah, so
I don't
like
even know what that shit is.
all of that made like Namek just drag on. But then you got to the Cell Saga, and honestly, that's my favorite saga.
But-
The Cell Saga, Boo was cool. Like Majin Buu Saga was cool.
That was
But-
just Toriyama having fun because he really wanted to end it after the Cell Saga, and they were just like, "No, money, money, money." He's like, "You know what? Then we're doing it my way." You saw his crazy mind and what he went through with
Dude,
that. So.
we went through Majin Buu's urinary tract. All right, like, yeah, it got real weird.
Yeah. I mean, the
Like,
thing about
I'm pretty sure we saw sperm talk. Like,
the thing about, like, even though they had that long
Yes.
series, we always got some huge payoff, okay?
Yeah.
With the Namek Saga. Goku angry that Krillin just died, the energy crackling around and the fists balled up,
Yeah.
shaking, and then BAM! Super Saiyan.
It was-
And
that was
everybody-
amazing.
Everybody just like, whoa! And yes, finally, Goku has gone Super Saiyan. Yeah,
we're
and
like,
then they
well, hold up, finally, that was a thing? Like,
or the end of the Cell Saga where, Goku's died and
Yeah.
Gohan does that one-handed Kamehameha and you can see the image of Goku behind him doing it as well. That's what everybody, and like anytime I've watched those series, at those moments, everybody in the room is just like, oh! And yes, next time. But still, those moments it's almost like, yes, that build-up, but that payoff.
the payoff was always well worth it.
Anytime they did the battles in the arena, always that final fight.
Dude, tournaments. The tournaments
The
they did
tournaments
were
are great.
amazing.
That's when Master Roshi would put on his little toupee.
Dude.
Yeah, Dragon Ball's literally the most underrated. I think Dragon Ball is the best Dragon Ball series. I like it more than Z,
I love
Super,
Dragon Ball.
GT, the movies, and then obviously they don't have a live action one yet. So
Dragon Ball was absolutely incredible. I
Okay,
loved it.
so-
Watching
so
like Gohan grow up.
I always liked Dragon Ball Evolution.
what
Get
the
your
heck-
ass down.
What's that?
Turn off your mic.
If we're gonna talk
You're
about
not
live action,
allowed.
I'm at least gonna plug Light of Hope. That's on YouTube. They did an amazing job. I really like
Oh, the
that.
fan-
I haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
The
It's
fan
real-
one, no, the fan one is like
It's
I would've
about
watched
Trunks-
this over
Yeah.
Evolution.
Yeah, it's about Future Trunks saga before he went to
Oh,
the
hell
past,
yeah.
and it was
Hell yeah.
brilliantly done. I enjoyed it.
But it was, Dragon Ball was great. Okay, how about this? Let's go around the room real quick and let's rank the sagas. So, go for it.
For Z or
All of them.
like
Well,
the series,
not
or
the
because you
series.
said
Rank
sagas?
the series. Rank the series.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have to go from worst to best. GT was fun. It gave you
In what way?
It was fun. Like honestly,
he has.
Oh,
it was
sorry.
fun. Like the beginning was stupid. Like let's force an adventure, and since he's a kid, he can't do instant. Like, well, we're not gonna talk about that. What was really fun was Baby. Baby was a great villain.
Sure,
he was
sure.
a really good villain, and I think that helped us introduce Super Saiyan 4. Was that Baby?
They did.
So that was a
introduce Super Saiyan 4.
great moment, and then also even though they ran out of budget because they weren't selling toys and they had to wrap it up, but I think the Evil Dragons was fantastic. That was a great story, and that could have been great, but they had to finish the story because they weren't making revenue on Dragon Ball anymore. It just was kind of a dying facade in Japan. So
There have been,
but that had the best, the Dragon Balls are what is causing the universe's destruction. That was fantastic to me, but obviously it went way too fast. But sorry, I went too long on GT.
No, you're good. You're good.
But after that, I'm gonna have to go with Dragon Ball Z, Super. Dragon Ball Super. It's fun. It's very nostalgic, but the story, at least the first two sagas were, the movie renditions, and that didn't really do too good. It almost actually caused it to probably end faster than it should.
Now we can binge all those on Crunchyroll, right?
Yeah, Crunchyroll. Yeah,
Crunchyroll's got it all.
Yeah, and
And also the Funimation app thing. I think they have.
They have. I think they might have the English dubbed, which
okay.
actually started the Future Trunks.
Oh, I know. I'm there right
I do
now.
like the English dub just because we know those voices.
Yeah.
And
We've interviewed Sean Schimmel, and he was great.
He's awesome.
I'm a little jealous. Christopher Sabat's my favorite, but then I'm gonna have to go with Dragon Ball Z and then Dragon Ball, and just Dragon Ball is just utterly underrated because Z started here in the Americans.
It did
in America, and then Dragon Ball came out, but they were like, well, "Where's all the good fighting?" And that was good fighting. They actually showed martial arts in Dragon Ball.
Well, and Dragon
Z
Ball
is just like, "Da-da-da-da!"
I think Dragon Ball had better storytelling too.
Oh yeah, most
like
definitely.
Dragon Ball Z. I love Dragon Ball Z. Don't get me wrong, and I probably would put Dragon Ball Z at number 1. But the story that they told in Dragon Ball between every single saga was absolutely incredible.
And and it's probably my favorite too. But I love Goku's character now. That innocent, but he could fight. Like when he tells Bulma, "Why would I want to see your dirty panties?" Like, that's like one of my favorite lines.
Yeah, and he's like so like lost because he's been in the country his entire life. Yeah,
and just that part. I can't wait for that figure to come out because I've always wanted like young Goku.
Oh hell yeah!
And it will be on the shelf.
Get the staff.
But I think
maybe
it
the
is
Nimbus.
The Nimbus comes with it.
Yeah. Oh,
he can do
nice.
he can do the cross-legged pose on the Nimbus. And
What?
And he has the face with the eyes closed and like the upside down U's. So I got to get that one.
Bro, I'm
And
just
that's
gonna
one
tell
thing
you that one's never gonna make your shelf.
I've always had like Dragon Ball collectibles and everything. They've had model kits, action figures, of course the SH Figure 8 line. Now they actually have a mainstream line that's on the shelves and for more $20, not these expensive things.
Yeah.
So as far as that just staying power, like I remember just getting up to watch Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
And then like going into like some random shop and actually finding one of the young Goku toys, and it's like it was like finding treasure to me.
Yeah.
Because I had not seen this. It wasn't on your KB toy store. That's right. I dropped KB toy store.
I know.
Or Toys R Us or anything like that. So for me, it was like, I found this thing that nobody has. So it was always just kind of one of those, just that special thing for me. And like I said, getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning when I didn't have to.
I was so like diehard into it. Like my mom. Like, okay, so you remember whenever Burger King was coming out with like those little Dragon Ball stands?
Yeah,
Dragon
the
Ball
statue
Z
toys, like the
statue
silver
toys?
statue.
Yes.
Yeah. So like I was like again really into Gohan, okay? And so my mom and I would go from Burger King to Burger King to Burger King to Burger King trying to find Gohan. And all the time they would be like, well, we've got Piccolo. I don't want Piccolo! I want Gohan!
I had five
the removable
Piccolos.
cape.
I had 5 Piccolos.
He had the removable cape, but if you remove the cape, he was still wearing the turban. So it didn't make any
It just
sense.
makes
I to this day, like, that's one of like my fondest memories of my mom, just like having the patience to go to take care of this spoiled child who just wants Gohan.
I'm curious how much those toys go for.
I don't know. I don't
I'm
even
sure
think I
Piccolo's
have
$1.
They were sought after.
Everybody's got it.
I got a Piccolo. What? I don't care.
Yep, we know. We all have Piccolos.
We don't care. We don't care, dude.
Yeah.
But just the staying power of this series, and even like getting adapted nowadays. This is something that literally we grew up with.
Yeah.
And it's still here. Well, we can name a lot of cartoons and stuff that have, we've said stood the test of time, but how many have gone this long that actually are in this category?
Not many. Not many.
That have consistently. I mean, Dragon Ball did kind of drop off at times.
It did, but then as soon as
the video games helped though, and
that's
also
thing,
Team
yes.
4-Star. Team 4-Star did a phenomenal job.
And then, I mean, you
Keeping
look at it though,
relevancy.
like that giant hiatus that they had between GT and Super. People were chomping at the bit to get another series. So when Super came out, it was like, oh yes, more Dragon Ball.
Well, I mean, really, what started it was the Battle of Gods movie.
Yes.
And then because that was so successful, he went ahead and wrote Fukatsu no F.
And those are just like one-day showings in cities, right?
Yeah,
I
got to watch both of those.
What always
in
kind of
theaters.
annoys me though with a lot of these movies is that none of them are canon.
Except Battle of Gods.
Except Battle of
and
Gods.
Fukatsu no F, but they made super renditions that were awful. But
Yeah, but like I remember seeing what was it, Broly? Well, the when Broly came out, and I was like, oh hell yeah, Broly! And then he was okay. Well, he's gone now. Cool. And then Cooler.
Yeah.
Like that was a badass villain. No, he's gone too. Cool. All right. Damn it. Like it was always just like none of them mattered at all.
yeah. And I was gonna throw the pun out, but I'm not anymore.
What was it?
Well, you brought up Cooler, and I was just gonna say, well, Frieza's awesome, but his brother is
Cooler.
But it took too long with that one.
I did love that Super. I did love that Super put to rest Frieza one more time.
Yeah, but it wasn't Vegeta.
It wasn't.
They had to give Goku his
and
time.
Vegeta even was like, "What the hell, bro?"
I gotta admit that was hilarious because, think about it. Vegeta didn't see, spoiler alert, the time reversed back to where it once was, where Frieza destroyed the planet. So he's about to kill Frieza, and then you hear Goku Kamehameha, and he's like, "Why?" As he has to get out of the way. Like I ask you one thing, I save your life for one thing, and you take it from me. But yeah, it was just it's awesome.
I've loved Super. I really have.
Now, you've been playing Fighter Z, though.
I'm
Fighters.
Yeah,
I'm not going to
no
say
Fighter Z.
I'm not
it's
going to do
Fighters.
that.
It's a
I'm
pun.
not going
It's
to
a pun.
Like the pun I said about Frieza's brother being
I refuse.
Cooler.
I refuse. Fighter Z.
But yes,
I'm putting a space there.
Going back, you talked about how video games have really helped it grow. I mean, we've had Xenoverse and all the other ones, and they were okay. But this Dragon Ball Fighters is being touted as the greatest Dragon Ball game ever, and it looks like it is. But you've actually played a ton of the beta.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
It's not your typical Dragon Ball game. Xenoverse and Xenoverse 2 gives you that feel of the 3D, flying around in maps and having those crazy fighting. But this one is a test to showing that Dragon Ball can evolve to a fighter standout like Street Fighter, because it never had that rendition. It had Budokais, but those weren't good.
No, they weren't.
Actually, I went to great lengths back in the day to get a Super Famicom system from Japan just so I could play this Dragon Ball Z game that they had from way back in the day. I couldn't understand a word of it. It probably helped my Japanese along, because there was Japanese. Can I select another language? No.
My brother and I, growing up, we had dial-up for the longest time, and we had this old school computer that was just terrible. But one thing my brother did was that he found a way to torrent that old school 2D Dragon Ball game, that 2D fighter game.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that game, and to this day, if I can find a mod of it, I will play the hell out of it.
With all this is a perfect property for Fighter.
We are totally going off, and he was talking
I'm
about
sorry.
fighters.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask.
Fighters is a good game. No, but I am going to take a backspace because I know he doesn't like Dragon Ball and all that stuff, but I do highly recommend watching Dragon Ball. If you can hate Dragon Ball Z all you want with the pacing, but Dragon Ball's where it's at. If you give Dragon Ball a shot, I swear you won't be.
Or you can watch Dragon
Or you
Ball
can slap
Z
me in the
Kai.
face.
Because Z Kai too is they kind of speed things along.
Yeah,
a little bit.
but
I know,
read the
it's
damn
not-
manga if you want
I
to
know.
speed through it.
Yeah.
But
I guess the rough part for me was that it was 1 day a week on a Saturday, so I'm just sitting there every Saturday, watch Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball, whatever the fuck it was watching, and okay, a half an hour goes by and that was it. Okay, all right.
That's literally
That was it. All right.
But
well, now you can binge it.
But fighters though, this is gonna stand the test of time as one of the best fighters, if not 2018, but like probably the last 5 years.
Who has been the best fighter to use?
Yes. Sorry. Well, I am going to lie. If I was going to get really mad in the beta, I was going to use Kid Buu. Kid Buu is so broken in this game.
Is he?
Yeah, because you just have to use the triangle combo. And if you got a key gauge already, it turns them to the candy. He eats them. And then if you have 3 gauge, you can immediately go to your ultimate and just destroy them. It's a sick combo that can take at least almost half of the health.
Wow.
And it's beta, so it'll get patched.
Yeah. They'll nerf the hell out of that.
But combos wise, Perfect Cell is fantastic. Frieza is a really good zone fighter.
Okay.
Didn't really expect that because he's more of the, he's all in there, but he has
No, I could see Frieza, especially with the laser.
the death beams are deadly.
Yeah.
And let's see. And like Kid Buu, Cell, and Frieza, that was my top tier team if I wanted to be cheap with Kid Buu, but
all bad guys.
Yeah, it ended up
all
being
villains.
One thing I have to credit though is it is a beautiful looking game. How is the cell shading and everything?
Everything in that
Like with the movement
Yeah,
and everything.
everything is beautiful. Each character has a fantastic difference in each gameplay. No one is the same, and everything is different. And each of them is a test to the anime and the manga. Like everything is about all their move sets and everything is about the anime and the manga, obviously. But to a T. To a T.
I think what people really are gonna care about though, and not to disrespect what you just asked, but like, how's Yamcha? Like, I think that's what actually everybody really wants to know is like, how's Yamcha?
Does he die?
I'm just gonna say this. I'm going to tell you this now. You will not be disappointed. First of all, choose your favorite character in the story mode.
Yeah.
And have fun with it. But the second time you go through, use Yamcha. That's all I'm gonna say. You will not be disappointed. Well, let's just say it's called the best roast of Yamcha. Like everyone,
one of my favorite things that Bandai Namco on their social media people do is that they hype up Yamcha so much. They find like memes of Yamcha being like a horrible character, and they're like, "How dare you, Lord Yamcha is God."
And speaking of Yamcha, and if you hate filler, you really do need to watch the baseball episode of Dragon Ball Super. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just look up the baseball episode of Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah. Or just watch Dragon Ball Super and you'll
on Crunchyroll.
Wow! Crunchyroll.
Let me back that up. Yum, 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 yum.
We got that Japanime on Crunchyroll.
Japanime.
Don't make fun of my accent, man.
No, seriously, that's what I heard people call it, like anime back in the day. Japanime.
Japan. Oh, I do remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
That's not a thing.
Oh, the Americans, so uncivilized. But I don't know. We're bad.
There's the
but yeah, just watch that episode. But no, you will not be disappointed by using Yamcha and fighters.
So the story mode on the game is solid.
The beta only let me play online.
Yeah,
and
most betas don't let you play the story mode. They only let you play multiplayer.
And I can't say much about it except obviously for Android 21.
Yeah.
And I can actually say it since it's on a commercial.
That girl loves her some fruit tarts, man.
Yeah, dude. She's a Majin as a fighter.
Yeah.
And
I thought that was the weirdest thing.
Yeah, it was just a loop. Like, it threw me for a loop.
Like, how
are
you Android 21, but you're a Majin?
I guess she created a little candy that turned her into it.
So.
But Rob knows what we're talking about. Anyways.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
He's so into this right now. That's why he's not talking.
He's wearing his Majin Buu shirt right now. He understands everything. But all I know is she's the main antagonist. A lot of people thought she wasn't for some reason, but she is.
So I guess I'm going to go pick the game up at midnight.
Yeah, it comes out tomorrow or at midnight.
Or if you bought it online for an expensive amount of money, twice as much, you actually get it tonight at 9.
Ah, okay. So, yeah, we did end, so you could go pick it up. So, guys, let's go ahead. We're going to end on that note. Go pick up Dragon Ball Fighters so that way you can play against us.
If you like Dragon Ball. If not, There should be a Robotech game out there somewhere.
Also, you know, you can watch on UGF this upcoming February where we will be doing a Dragon Ball Fighters tournament.
I'm out.
Which, you know, I'm kind of like, I know you're like the god of Dragon Ball Fighters, but you're not even going to be in this tournament.
God, I mean, come on. Why you, like, keep going. But
The king? I don't know.
But I have to say, I am disappointed I won't be in Fighters, but
Yeah, we can change that.
we're going to change that?
We can change that.
Oh, can we?
Yeah.
Tell me how.
We could have that championship match a little bit earlier, and then, you know, you'll be free to do the tournament.
You know what? I will go there.
You have to talk to the commissioner.
But I don't want to
wait.
take away the fans to see this whooping. You know, I thought we were going to be professional here, but this whooping I'm going to have on my opponent, Quad F, or whatever his name is. C. Oh, yeah, there you are. I see you.
Yeah.
There it is. But in Mario Kart 64, I have been putting the training in. This man saw. At first it was bad because he had the maps reversed. But once it was regular, I'm going to destroy you. This isn't Mario Kart 8 where drifting gives you your speed. All right? This is straight racing, man. And I'm going to destroy you. It's simple as that.
That is not true at all. Drifting in Mario Kart 64 actually does give you speed.
I didn't want to tell him that, but you know, like if
I still drift. I still do it.
Thanks for ruining the strategy there.
But anyway,
Not
I
to
mean,
be like,
look,
he
we
does
don't even
not
have to wait
realize that.
until Mario Kart. You don't have to wait until February to play Mario Kart 64. Make it to the finals, because I'll be waiting there for you in the Madden NFL Classic. Put that thing on the line, and I'll take care of you then.
You want me to put this on the line?
At the Madden NFL Classic. Make it to the finals.
If I make it to the finals, when I make it to the finals, because, I mean, come on. It's me. So when I make it to the finals, I will put this on the line. And I will destroy you embarrassingly. And then I'll just, like, have a day off on February, I guess.
You heard it here, guys.
Deal.
Watch on UGF,
Excuse
which
me, Rob.
also brings me to, if you have not subscribed, thank you for all the subscriptions over here, by the way. You have saved us from YouTube's evilness.
You
done.
were saved a long time ago.
We weren't
it's
done
1,000.
Well, you're not.
We weren't done.
We're not.
Because the Madden NFL Classic starts tomorrow. And it's going to be an 8-night event where you're going to see the best of UGF. 16 competitors going against each other, vying for one trophy.
The best?
I mean, you were there. Like, so they're like vying for one trophy. And the winner, you know. The winner is the best Madden player out of everybody.
He does mean the best because I'm in there
Oh
and
my
I'm whooping
God.
all in. So when it does get to the finals, maybe it is Schaefer, but he's going to have to play me because I'm the champ. And I don't actually know how the brackets work out, but hopefully I will meet Schaefer in the finals. I'd rather not beat him in like round 2 or 1 or something like that.
Please, I
But
hope
I'm
to
just-
see
I'm
you.
just
I
saying.
hope I play you. I cannot wait to play against you, BC.
I'm going to use the 4 worst teams. Just to let you know. I'm starting with the Cleveland Browns.
As they smash talk a video game for some reason.
Why?
Anyway,
Don't worry about me.
it's like
You'll find out.
Aren't you the commissioner?
Yeah.
I can still ridicule
You're like
this.
the worst commissioner ever.
It's like when I hear people talk about my Cowboys are gonna. What quarter did you play in?
My Cowboys are going to whoop.
So
What is this, 96?
to see that though, you need to go over to youtube.com/Cinelinks. I believe the Cinelinks channel is named.
Facebook.com/ChannelLinks2.
But please go over and subscribe to the Cinelinks YouTube channel because YouTube is actively hindering creators, and they need 1,000 subscribers over there. Also, if you get a chance, go over to, is Channel Control named yet?
Channel Control TV.
Channel Control TV. YouTube.com/Channel Control TV. Give some subs over there. Please help out these partners of ours, because if YouTube's going to make it harder and move the goalposts, at least we can get some people out there to put some subs, get some eyes on these channels, and creators can actually get something for what they create.
Awesome, yeah.
Beautiful.
So yes, tomorrow night, it starts at 7 o'clock, the first episode of the inaugural Madden NFL Classic, and we're going to sign out and let people put themselves over, but not until we hear from BC.
You got something?
Yo, Marcus Rose is in the chat.
Oh, no.
And he said, hey, Uncle Buck's on the show.
Is that you?
You never seen Uncle Buck?
I mean, like, no.
He do look a lot like John Candy.
No, you need to see
does?
Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
Uncle Buck's great.
It's funny.
Yeah, I'm both great, but
Are you sure I've got the hatchet right here? Maybe later. Go watch Uncle Buck.
All right, so actually, while we're over there with UBC, why don't you put yourself over, brother?
Hey, y'all know where you can find me. You can find me whooping ass tomorrow in the Madden Classic. As well, you can find me on all social media at RealJackassBC. RealJackassBC. Goes down this weekend. MPX. I'll be in the house. Make sure you're there. The Jeebus Award nominations are up on It Is What It Is right now on Cinelinks.com. So go check that out. Go Home goes up tomorrow for the first time ever on Cinelinks.com. How about that? It's Royal Rumble time, baby.
I mean, that's why you have to. That's the best way to make your first appearance on Cinelinks is to do the Royal Rumble. Mr. Kingsman, Michael Anthony Schaefer.
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook at Michael Anthony Schaefer, Snapchat Mike Schaefer 24, Instagram Mike Schaefer 24, and then I believe my Twitter is Kingsman Schaefer. I don't use Twitter, but it's there if you will. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Or if you want to find me on Xbox, it's Super Kami Guru 54.
Not as memorable. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little out of there.
Absolutely.
Super Kame Guru. Okay.
All right, now you have to watch Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, absolutely. Robin Tropey.
You can find me at Channel Control. Yeah, that's it. Channel Control on Twitter.
Remember?
It's a good idea to remember
I am the worst. Channel Control on Twitter, Channel Control TV on Instagram, and of course, YouTube.com, Channel Control TV. Please subscribe. I just need the numbers. The rest, I have to do as far as putting out content.
All right. Jedediah the X, where can they find you?
Well, you can't find me there, but you can always find me on Instagram and Twitter at JasonX.
Jedediah.
And on Cinelinks.com, writing stories over there. Check out stories from all of our contributors over at Cinelinks.com.
All right, and you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at Move the Joystick, and also you can find me tomorrow on UGF, where I will be. I guess I'm first. I'll be taking on the Mad Zach in the opening game of the inaugural Madden NFL Classic. It starts at 7 tomorrow night on YouTube.com/Cinelinks, on Facebook.com/Cinelinks, and on Twitch.tv/Cinelinks. So for everybody here, thank you so much for joining us, and keep on nerding.